Okay, good day everybody. Welcome on this Wednesday. We're out at Hollywood Bets Gravel on the turf track. There's 8 races on the card that we're going to look at. First of 8 races, and that is the start of the bipod. Naturally runs at 12:30. We've got Len Mayu on the line to chat to us. There are quite a few scratchings. Note in the first race, 1 and 3 have been taken out. They're not running. And there are a few other scratchings on the card today. From Betway this morning, I can tell you that number 4, Mahav Prince, is top of the boards at 8 to 10 for Garth Puller and Callan Murray. They look like the horse to beat. This horse, Master de Rouvray, number 11, Mark Dixon says, working very well, in fact, but might just need the run, which could lead to Mahav Prince as a bipod banker, I guess. Len, or what are you thinking?
Yes, Clyde. Good morning. Mojave Prince, he finished clear second behind the the well-backed first timer Green Gateway last time. And on that run, I mean, he definitely looks the one to beat. On top of that, there's been a flood of money for him. They backed him right in from 2 to 1, I think it was, down into to 7 to 10 or whatever it is at the moment. So obviously the one to beat. I think he's a sound bipod banker. There's a couple of others, Global Warrior, Wonderful Tonight, and Master de Rouvray. You know, they've all got room for improvement. And, I don't think it's going to be a one-horse race, but I do think he's a solid banker.
Okay, well, that's good. So we'll bank that in the bipod. Solid support, as you heard from Len. They've put the money on. I believe, as big as 2 to 1. He's now in at 8 to 10 the last time we had a look. So the money's on here. Lots of guys involved. And there's the bipod on screen at 120 Rand. On to race number 2 now. We have a look at what the story is from a place accumulator perspective. And it's a maiden class field over 1,400 metres that take their line up here. And number 7, Catch a Penny's odds on, something like 4 to 10 to win this race. Looks very hard to beat now. 2 intros, second favourite at 6 to 1 this morning, and 7 to 1 about number 6, Splash of Love. And then you can get 14 to 1 and better about the balance. So surely this is for the taking, Len, when it comes to Catch a Penny. Chad Little been riding at the top of his game. First run for her on the turf at Gravel. I see she hasn't been to Gravel before. Well, she has, but on the poly, but not on the turf. So I wonder if that's going to make all the difference.
Clyde, look, she's been very disappointing to the punters, but today really does look like her day. I mean, yes, she did run at Gravel on the poly, as you say, so I don't think she'll have a problem with the course. She's not going to get an easier opportunity than today. And honestly, I'm immune to being shocked in this game, but it will come as a surprise if she doesn't win today, really. I mean, it's a weak field. And unless one of the Miller first timers is a special or above average, which it doesn't seem to be because there's no money around for them. So it all points to Catch a Penny today.
Okay, well, that's what we're doing. We Catch a Penny today. That's our PA banker. We'll be shouting her home. She is obviously at short odds, but the kind of quality she's up against today, from a place accumulator perspective, that's the plan. On to the third race now. Let's have a look at this progress plate, and it's over 1,400 metres. In these progress plates, they get paid to run. Scratch number 4, 2 miles west. That's not going to be running. Was just a recent winner the other day, so that's now out naturally. And in terms of the market, the update from Betway this morning with this race, number 6, Go Grayston goes top of the boards. It's 11 to 10 to win, and may well be the horse to beat. Could go start to finish. 3 Solar Sail, not out of it. 18 to 10, second favourite for Mark Khan. And Laff has got number 2, Beach Palace, in here at 10 to 1. They bet 12s and better the other. In fact, Mark Khan's got that other horse, Capola, in here, who's priced up at 12 to 1. It's 25 to 1 and better those runners quoted. Go Grayston, go pick sixes now, Lenny. I mean, he seems to be in pretty good form and ready to crack a victory.
Clyde, yes, he is. He's holding his form well. He's an honest horse. He's a strong front runner, and he's certainly the one to beat. But you've got to respect the Joburg horse, Solar Sail. He's very consistent, and he also races up handy. So to me, it's a 2-horse race. Go Grayson, Go, and Solar Sail. Then for next best, I would say is Capola, also from the Mark Khan yard, but he's obviously the second choice for them. So, yeah, I think a 2 horse race, Solar Sail or Go Grace and Go.
Okay, so those are the two. We marry them up. Solar Sail comes out of the Derby. Um, he's a serious campaigner. And Go Grayston Go, the current favourite. There's the pick six on screen. We'll leave that up for you to make a note of, or just use your phone, get your camera on, QR code, and scan away. 269 Rand for 10%. Race 4 is an open maiden, so make a note of that. It's over 1,200 metres. Take a note that 1 and 3 are not running, so you're left with 9 of them. It'll go to the gate in this race, and the Betway market this morning has got Dairosa top of the boards at 12-10. That's number 5 on the card for Gareth Van Zyl. Craig Zaki is there to ride her. Number 11, Cherry Lady for Paul Gatsby, 33-10, second favourite. 6 Chimes at Midnight is 6-1. 7-1 the 4 Queen of the Spear. And number 9, Sol Namara is next in, but I see you can get double figures, something like 12s and better about the balance. Okay, maybe it gets a little trickier now, Len. Let's talk about the next in this open maiden, where I see Cherry Ladies, one of the better in and from a weighted perspective, but there are quite a few that I would imagine have got chances. Just with regards to the card scratchings in this race, 4 scratch the 1 and scratch the 3. They both not running. Jackpots, Len.
Yes, Clyde. Look, with due respect, this really is a weak field of fillies, though. And I wouldn't be surprised if we were to get a result here. The obvious horse, the 5, De Rosa, has decent recent form. But she's a 5-year-old mare and she hasn't won a race yet, Clyde. So, how much confidence can you put in her? So, and I think the ex-Harveld filly, Cherry Lady, I mean, she looks to have scope for most improvement. So I would say those are the 2 main runners, but I have put quite a few extra in the jackpot.
Yeah, okay, well, Cherry Lady having her first run over Paul Gatsby. And there are quite a few in here. You're right, De Rosa. I see the form line not too bad. There was some Blazing Beauty to Miss Kansas has come to win. But, they've had enough chances, haven't they? This is the jackpot on screen for 252 Rand. This is a class 5. It's a 1,000-metre sprint, so over before you know it. Take out the 5 that's not running here. But let me give you an idea as to what the market was doing this morning. Lion's Eye, top of the boards for Stewie Ferry. What a stable at the moment. They're flying right now. Sean Veal riding that, and that is 17-10. 4-1 Irish Rover is 7-2. Number 10, Fate of Fortune, is trading at 6-1. 7-1 about the 8 Purple Powerhouse. And then it's 14-1 and better about the balance. There's some updates I can give you, Len, quickly, just with regards to what the connections have got to say with the Lion's Eye and Purple Powerhouse. So Stewie Ferry says his last 2 starts on the poly have been fair. He's working well at home and jumps from a good draw of 2. We are hoping that there will be a decent pace and he settles in the early stages. He should run a very good race and we expect him to be right there at the finish. So lots of confidence about Lion's Eye. Purple Powerhouse, I can tell you, he's an honest type who's holding his form nicely. The son of Waterwinter is fit and well heading into the race. He's likely to be switched off near the back of the field from that draw, and he'll be running on, expected to be involved at the finish. So those 2 Hollywood runners are both fancied. It appears to me at Lion's Eye, there's a lot of confidence. What do you make of it?
Yes, Clyde. Well, certainly the stable is firing on all cylinders. So from that point of view, Lion's Eye is certainly the one to beat. For me, a little bit short in the betting, but he certainly can win, and he's the one to beat. But there are quite a few others that I give chances to. A horse like Fate of Fortune, he doesn't do anything wrong. He's got a 4-kilo claimer today. Only negative is slightly wide draw, but over the 1,000 meters, they can get away with it if they get a good break. There are others that I've included. Purple Powerhouse, he pops up every now and again. Ndaka is a bit of a roughie that I've thrown in as well. Look, Lions are the one to beat, but I have covered him.
Okay, so you got horses in there. Yeah, the stable is right, but there are a few that Len believe have got winning chances here. So we're opening the second jackpot, the first leg open, and we're spending 336 on that combination. Okay, let me just give you an update from Hollywood Racing with regards to this race. They've got a few in here. Ralph the Rascal, who's with Sibonisa Nkhobo, and that they have to say he is better than his last start over the distance at Hollywood Bet Scottsville. The son of Give Me the Green Light is working very well at home, and Hollywood Racing retained jockey Sean Veal is booked to ride. A good run is expected, and he can finish in the money. So, tick the box with Ralph the Rascal. In terms of the source Futalicious, Alison Wright says he jumps from an awkward draw of 9, and Sporting Post jockey Atandiwe Magudwe is booked to ride. He has lost his best form, but his work has been very good. He is fit, he's well, and expect a much better run from him. So they are fancy. In terms of the market, let me just see what Betway are doing this morning. They've got this horse top of the boards, 6-star in motion, 18-10 for Dean Caname and Craig Zaki. 5 Cardinal Chief is trading 19-10, so not much between the top two there. 1 Run Forest Run is 7-1. 10 Al Dante 8-1. And then with Ralph the Rascal and Futilicious, they are both big prices. All right, Len, I saw you. Did you go horses here in this leg in terms of jackpots? Did you load, or was it a narrow choice?
Clyde, I only went with 3 horses. I am a little bit nervy here with the Run Forest Run and Ralph the Rascal, having left those 2 out. But, we can't put everything in. Star in Motion and Cardinal Chief, they're both recent maiden winners, but they do look progressive sorts, and they are taking on some hard knockers, Ralph the Rascal and Al Dante. But those are the 2 main ones, I'd say, Star in Motion and Cardinal Chief. See, Al Dante, they've changed his tactics. He used to race up handy. Now, last time they dropped him out, and he came with a strong finish to win. So I would say he's got to be included. I've gone along with the 3 of them, Clyde, 5, 6, and 10.
Okay, so in the floating trifectas, you've gone with Star in Motion. So let's see if he can follow through with that maiden. It does seem to have won impressively in his last start. And all of 1, 4, 5, 7, and 10, the balance in that trifectas. Doing it that way will cost you $60. Class 4, that's what we're doing here. It's a 14. It should run about 4:05. So in this handicap, let me just quickly go to Betway and see what they're doing. 5 Wing Walker, Lucinda Woodruff, another very much informed stable. Chad Little's riding that. Tops the boards at 15-10. 8 Sea Shanty. 5-2 Second Choice. Mark Khan and Jared Penny teaming up. 2 Griffin Park. MJ Udendal's taken the blinkers off. Says he's freshened the horse up, and as well at 5-1. They're hoping for a form return. And 4 Run to Rio is priced up at 10-1. Stewie Ferry stable. Laffer's got that horse number 3, Don't Judge, in there, and that's at 14s, and you can get 20-1 and better about the balance. Wing Walker good enough here, Len, or what's the plan?
Clyde, sure. Wing Walker from the stable of Lucinda Woodruff is definitely the one to beat. I mean, Lucinda's strike rate this season in KwaZulu-Natal is phenomenal. I would love to know what it is, actually. It's probably around about the 70% mark. Anyway, look, she's Sea Shanty, the Highveld visitor, can't be ignored. He loves the distance. And although he hasn't run at Greyville, I don't think he'll have a problem. The only negative is that he does come from way off the pace. So if anything catches him out, it'll be that he's coming home too late. But I'll make it a 2-horse race between those 2, 5 and 8.
Yeah, you want to know about Lucinda's strike rate this season. She's at 50%, so she's very high on her win rate. And Len's going exact as boxing, 5 and 8. 5 and 8 in terms of this particular event. That's how they should run. Let's see how it goes. Ubu Kwebazana runs now. MJ Undal's got a comment from us. Let's talk about it. He says, she won a good race of this course and distance last time. The daughter of Vercingetorix returns from a well-deserved 13-week break, and she has freshened up. She's working well, and she's in a good space heading into this race. If not in need in the outing, she'll be involved at the finish. So there's a bit of confidence about her. Seems like MJ's happy with her current performance. Len, they've got Arvernian Goddess top of the boards at 7-2, but I guess it's one of those trickier races. It's a class 4, so we're at the D or E division. It's a handicap. as best we know it, and I'd imagine there are a few that have got chances here. So what's your take on the race?
Yes, Clyde, spot on. I also made it a very tricky race. However, I like the look of the 3 horse here, Purple Flower. She seems to be getting better with age, and from a good draw and with a light weight on her back, I think she's going to be a big runner. But looking past her, there's plenty in with chances. Avernian Goddess, Ubukubazana, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Happy Fortune, School Policy, Prom Queen. They all got chances. So, but I'm taking a chance on the 3 horse here. I think she's worth an each way bet, and I'm roving it in the trifecta.
Okay, let's have a look. Purple Flower. What price is she this morning? She's sound 8-1 this morning with Betway. Lenny, so okay, let's do that. We'll float her, and we've got 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 as backup if we take that trifecta. Thanks for watching Betway's Weighted to Win, everybody. We'll be back with Daryl Marie to discuss the Vol on Thursday.